This is a 2021 WorldCat 325 center console, Coast Guard documented boat. It is off the Docket, based in Crystal Beach. So this is the exterior. Obviously it is a catamaran. Has a stainless steel anchor with a windlass. All right, I'm going to start at the back of the boat. We have twin Yamaha 300 horsepower V6 motors that are still under warranty until March of 2026. We have one of the largest entry ladders that is made in a Power Cat. All right, we have 3 rod holders in the rear to starboard. There's also a draining storage locker in the back that's insulated. There are 3 rod holders in the back. I have the temporary cutting board right there now. There's also another draining storage right there. There are 2 Yeti removable coolers that have cushions on the top that match the rest of the cushions on the boat. Both sides, port side under the gunnel has storage. There are rod holders on the gunnel going all the way up to the bow. Coming back on this side, there's storage under the gunnel on the starboard side. And again, rod holders all the way up the gunnel to the front, including the bow. This is the live well. Live well is quite large. There's the drain in there, as well as the on-off valve for the pickup underneath, and there's a cushion obviously that goes with on top of that for seating for 2 or 3 people. Behind this backrest is some additional storage, just a little place you can put stuff. It's kind of a hidden little storage area there. Cup holders here forward of the live well, and then it is a powder coated hardtop with rod holders all along the top and on the port and starboard side. Up on top, here we are up on top of the hardtop. Of course, there's the anchor light or the running light. It does have aluminum outriggers on both sides that extend out. A 6-foot open array Garmin radar. Most of these come with the standard dome radar. This one has the open array, which is more powerful. It also is a 6-foot. It does have the bird mode. On starboard side, we have a fish box, which is quite large. My wife is 5'5", and she can lay down completely flat in it. There's a 4-drawer tackle station on the starboard side of the helm. The bolsters for the captain seats fold down, and the whole assembly moves forward and backward. We do have the dual Garmin touchscreen GPS units. There's a Garmin ship to shore. It has the Yamaha joystick and electronic controls for the motors. The joystick for the Yamaha actually has heading hold, course hold, track point, and pattern steer. Coming up to the top of the console, it does have the Fusion radio. It has JL audio speakers, and then there are additional switches for the lighting. And here are all the other switches. To port, there's a identical fish box to port. JL audio speaker. There's also storage port side. There's identical storage on the starboard. Coming up to the bow, we do have all the cushions are removed, but all these storage lockers have cushions that go on top of them. The storage lockers are draining and insulated, so you can use them for coolers, you can use them for dry storage. There's also a place for the table to be mounted if you want to sit around the table. There's these brackets right here are for the fiberglass insert that goes in that makes this entire area a pad that's about the size of I think it's a little bigger than a queen size bed. Again, going forward, we have controls for the windlass. This is a Lumar anchor windlass that's power. You can control it from the bow using these controls, or you can use it from the helm. Storage here for fenders, ropes, jackets, whatever you need. There's identical storage on starboard, and this is also where you get under each side of the gunnel in the bow. There are speakers. You can see that. There's also some storage, and each side has its own USB slots to plug in electronics and so on. Both sides are identical, port and starboard. This boat has on both sides, port and starboard, there are places you can store 3 rods. This is lockable storage, so put the 3 rods in there and you can lock those. Inside the console is the power head. It has power flush, about a 10-gallon holding tank. And here's where you access all your fuses, where you turn on your batteries for both motors as well as your house batteries. It also tells you how full your water tank and holding tanks are. And there is a subwoofer, power amplifier right there behind the toilet. And now looking back towards the center console from the bow, again you can see the 6-foot open array radar made by Garmin. And here is a FLIR infrared camera that can be used for running the boat at night. So when you have the radar going and you have the FLIR going, running at night is about as safe as it can be. All of these storage cabinets have cushions that go on top. I just don't keep the cushions on the boat.